Peace and great blessings, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please like and subscribe. And tonight's show is a continuation of a previous show. We're expecting some guests to join us. I'm waiting on them now, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. If you've been following us on the Healing Cipher at pluggedinradio.com, then you would know what I'm talking about. And this is a show about sacred plant medicine tonight. And I want to welcome everyone. I hope you all enjoyed February as our self-love month. We mandated February to be self-love month. Since everybody else got mandates for all kinds of stuff, we decided to mandate something healthy, something empowering, something beneficial. And we focused on self-love and self-discovery and self-awareness. And it was a lot of fun. We learned a lot about ourselves. We discovered more ways to focus on our own growth and development. And we know that all love must first begin with ourselves and self-love. And from learning to love yourself and learning to honor yourself and develop your self-worth, you can express that in healthy relationships with another. But it all has to start with you. So that's what we explored for the month of February. And it was a lot of fun. I hope you all watched our show on the Plugged In Radio Network this past Monday. We had March 7th. If you go back and watch the show on Plugged In Radio Network, you'll see the Healing Cipher. That show, we actually had the Love Doctor join us, and she shared with us her experiences with the self-love journey. And we also had our producer on the show and CEO of Plugged In Radio Network. His name is KB Michaels. He also joined in the conversation and with King Ade and I, and we discussed all about the self-love and how we are making positive changes in our lives as we cultivate more self-love, more self-care. And today I talked to an old friend who described, she said on her Sundays, that's her soul care day. And I was like, I like that, soul care. So we're going to be talking more about and exploring more ways to take better care of ourselves and take care of our soul, as well as our body temples and our sacred minds, and also how we express love for ourselves and honor and respect ourselves. So tonight I'm waiting on my guests who will be joining us very shortly as we discuss sacred plant medicines and what sacred plant medicines are. Now, all herbal medicine that is plant-based is, I would say, sacred and very beneficial for our health. The plants are so great for developing a healthy lifestyle. Part of having a healthy lifestyle is one of the things that is part of having a healthy lifestyle is a plant-based diet, and the diet also consists of herbs that you use to benefit your health, supplement your diet, and as medicine. Herbs are, hi, beloved Hadia. So good to see you in the chat room. Herbs are powerful when it comes to our health, and because plants have a lot of minerals, antioxidants, enzymes, and other nutrients and vitamins as well, those plants work synergistically with our body and to help our body correct certain imbalances versus taking something that suppresses the symptoms. You take herbal medicine and plant medicine. Plant medicine will help your body to heal and correct itself. It works with your own body chemistry to help correct conditions, to help build up your system, help fortify your system, and help boost your immune system. Many of the plants that we recommend that people take, plant-based medicine that we recommend people to take, helps boost your immune system, which is your first line of defense against disease. And building your immune system up, keeping your immune system strong and healthy is a great way to fight any type of illness. Good to see you too. And there is beloved King Ade.
Peace and love.
Peace and love, King. How are you this evening?
I'm well. I
Give
brought
thanks. Give it thanks.
oh,
I see there's Prince.
I brought my co-star.
Yes. Little Prince. He was looking. How are you this evening?
I am well. I am well.
That's good. Giving thanks. So we were tonight's show we were going to talk about sacred plant medicine, which is a continuation of um a show we had on the Plugged In Radio Network a few months ago. We talked about plant medicines, and that's something I get asked about a lot now. The word is spreading about it,
Uh,
and that's something that you are knowledgeable, well trained in as a practitioner of like sacred plant medicine. So I was just talking about how important plants are in a plant-based diet and how we can use them to supplement and to nourish the body as well as to boost the immune system.
I say. I say absolutely. So sacred plant medicines, there's several different entheogens, sacred
Hmm.
plant medicines that do a little bit more than most plants do. That do a little bit more than most herbs do. It
Hmm.
connects you to your spiritual nature, connects you to it usually works on multiple levels. So you
Hmm.
on the spiritual, the mental, the physical. It heals like physical things that like you might be dealing with. It's healed physical things. It's healed mental problems. It's healed spiritual energy problems, and has also healed emotional disorders as well. So we're talking about healing on so many different levels, especially depending on how much energy and intention you put into the ceremony that you craft around these sacred plant medicines, because you do have to hold a safe space where a person can feel comfortable and feel vulnerable to go through their traumas and go through shadow work and able to come through that process feeling more connected to who they truly are in nature, which is a divine spirit within human flesh. So they're coming back to the consciousness of who they truly are and seeing themselves in a different light, in a different perspective, seeing themselves closer to God and spirit in this equation, which is allowing them to have a better interaction within this world as a whole. Now they can interact with their day-to-day lives and problems, and it's not as big of an obstacle as it was previously, because they were able to get in connection and communication with their spirit.
Hmm. Okay, wonderful answer. We have a question in the chat room this evening, and that is beloved Hadia asked the question, what's some good plants to grow? Which is a great question. And I would say one plant that every household should have is the aloe vera plant. I have one, I've had one for years, and aloe vera has so many uses. One is one of the more common uses is to soothe burns. Like if you have an accidental burn, you can rub some of the gel on it. But you can use aloe vera also to detox your body. It's good to apply to like acne. You can also use it as a hair rinse. It's supposed to be good for stimulating hair growth, and there's so many other uses for aloe vera. Another good plant to grow is medicinal herbs that can also be used as culinary herbs, things like thyme, oregano, basil. Those plants you can find from stores, especially as we're approaching the spring season. You'll start to see them in a lot of places that are selling, well, they sell plants in the springtime. Those plants are great for medicine, but they're also good herbs that can be good. They can be used as spices as too to season food, because oregano, thyme, and basil, they're all safe to eat, and you can make tinctures out of them, and you can also use them for other medicinal purposes. So those ones. Another one that I would recommend everybody should have is what's that plant? Peppermint. Peppermint can be used not only because of it's the nice scent that it gives off, but it can repel certain insects in your garden, and you can also use it to chew. You can to freshen your breath. You can use it to put in tea or lemonade or other drinks to season your drinks. Those are some things that I would recommend growing. So culinary herbs, aloe vera, peppermint. You have some King Ade that you recommend?
Absolutely. I was just talking with one of my brothers, and he grows a lot of plants, and he was telling me how you can actually, for one, so he knows about growing a whole lot of plants. So there's a whole lot of different plants you could grow in the house. But he was telling me about like even lettuce that you get from the grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
and lemons, the seeds out the lemons, and the seeds from the date. You can
Mm-hmm.
take those seeds. Little things you'll do is you might have to spray it with water and wrap it in a towel or something to make it sprout.
Mm-hmm.
You can pretty much regrow the groceries that you buy. So it's like
Yes.
groceries that you are eating that you buy from the grocery store. You can literally just take that and plant it and be able to grow something new from that. Regrow lettuce,
Mm-hmm.
grow yams,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of different things.
I like to try that. That'll be a nice video for us to do. Talk about regrowing things. Because I did see a video on Instagram one time where they were taking all these different seeds and sprouting them, and
Ooh,
and taking scraps, like some food scraps that you would throw away, like the tops of some vegetables, and they were sprouting them and regrowing another vegetable, which is one of the great things about plants. That let's say if you leave an onion in the refrigerator for a while, eventually it'll start to sprout, because plants are, foods are living things, and living bodies need living food. And you can see, you can take an onion home, ginger home, some other plants home, and they'll continue to grow, versus some other things that you buy. Once you buy from the store, I mean, it rapidly starts deteriorating it, because it's dead.
yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So and to veggie back off that, sprouts is definitely the way to go. Um, the Queen Rose's mother has grown sprouts, and she's been getting me into
Mm-hmm.
sprouts are, and I've been hearing how sprouts is like the really only perfect living food source. Like it's like because the sprouts are just born, like it's just they just sprouted, and you're eating the food as it just sprouted before it actually grows.
Oh, because all the high nutrients in it, because it just
Yeah,
sprouted.
it's
Yeah, that makes sense.
greens,
Mhm.
microgreens. So
Microgreens.
yeah, she does it with lentils and all types of different stuff, and they're actually really good. They're
Mhm.
very nutritious. Like they're super nutritious. Like top nutrients count nutritious. Um, and they're good for you and they taste good. You can incorporate it in salads and different meals and things. You just sprinkle it right on top and it adds nutrients to your food.
Oh, okay, good. It sounds good. Yeah, it does. It does. It has a lot of It's high in protein, I think, when it's sprouting, and then the enzymes.
Absolutely. And they grow in like 3 days to a week.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna try that. I have not tried sprouting my own sprouts, but I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah. And welcome, Mr. J. He says glad to tune in and get some knowledge. Any other questions from beloved Hadia, Mr. J? We're talking about sacred plant medicine this evening. All right. Well, when people talk about plant medicine, a lot of times they think about just the medicine that's used for ceremony, but all plants, I think, are sacred and have, sacred qualities and medicinal qualities.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm drinking herbal tea I just made, and it has amazing qualities. There's all types of amazing herbs within it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and it was made to heal. It was made to, help and heal something. So that's the beautiful thing about it. It doesn't have to be the most well known sacred plant medicines or the most powerful all the times. All types of herbs and things that we eat, even when you want to go to lemon, ginger, limes, we got all these camu. We got all these even fruits and vegetables that are amazing, powerful herbs that can heal you and can give your body the nutrients you need and give you strength and give you electrolytes and give you alkalinity and
Mm-hmm.
sunlight, solar power. So it's not just all herbs, there's millions of herbs over the earth, and there's so many with so many different benefits that could be the perfect thing to benefit you and to feel a balance or depletion or anything within your body or spirit, or to cleanse you and
Mm-hmm.
detox your body, so it's just finding what works for you and your body system, getting with a herbalist that might be able to take the what you give them as far as what's going on in your life, what's going on in your diet, what's going on in your physical fitness, what's going on, and use that to be able to find some herbs that could be perfect to help you to create more peace and balance and harmony in your life.
Yes, I agree. Ashe. All right, beloved Hadia asked the question, any plants for colds? Yes, there are some plants that help with um, recovering from a cold and will help you to um, boost your immune system and give you some relief. And some of those plants are, I know, black seed oil is one. That's something that comes from the black cumin seeds. That's something that I take daily.
Absolutely.
Echinacea and golden seal combined, that formula is good for boosting the immune system, to rid the body of excess mucus. If you have a cold and you're expelling a lot of mucus, you would want something like mullein, which helps flush the mucus out of the lungs, and it help keep the lungs strong and healthy. Taking sea moss gel, which helps rid the body of excess mucus. Something else for colds, things like eucalyptus and the mint family is good for soothing if you have a sore throat. Drinking a lot of lime water or lemon water or any kind of citrus water will help flush mucus out of the system. If you have a cold, it can also help, like warm lemonade or warm lime juice can help soothe a sore throat. Ginger is good for uh, more for inflammation, I think, with a cold or something like that. But ginger is good. And then making formulas like ginger, lemon, or ginger, lime, and garlic. That's a good combination to drink warm and to help with colds. Um, One of my favorites is hibiscus tea. I make homemade hibiscus. In the Caribbean, they call it sorrel, and making that with ginger. is great to drink daily as prevention from colds, and it's not only does it taste good, but it's good for you. It's high in vitamin C, and so it's really great for helping you to boosting your immune system and helping you get over cold faster. So, King Ade, you have something your cold. I know you have cold remedies.
I say. I was just enjoying listening to you speak because it's crazy. Most of the things you just named, I got in my cabinet. Most of the things you just named, I got in my tea right now. So
Oh,
it
right.
was like,
Okay, good,
yeah, it
good.
was beautiful. Just hearing you go through a great list of things to help with preventing colds. Some things I didn't hear you mention that I might add is cat's claw, um, Camu Camu is very
Oh,
high in
yes.
vitamin C. Even
Mhm.
if you don't do the black seed oil, just getting the actual black seeds and boiling it into a tea.
Mhm.
Um, Lots of things. Like she said, sea moss. If you want different strains, purple sea moss is good for um better for certain things I found.
Mhm.
Getting different types of sea moss. Um,
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned camel. I've tried that before. That's a herb that comes from a fruit that grows in the South America, I believe, right?
yeah,
Yeah, and it's very high in vitamin C, and it's really good for boosting the immune system.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Elderberry.
Oh yes, I forgot about that one. Yeah, elderberry extract and making homemade elderberry cough syrup is great. And elderberry just good is an all around good cold and flu remedy for just about anything. And then it also, the added benefit, it tastes great. It's high in vitamin C.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Then you got tamarinds and you
Mhm.
got, sour sop.
Mhm.
For cold and flu, OSHA root is a good one.
Mhm.
Um, for cold and flu, what else do we have for cold and flu? We got cleavers. No, cleavers isn't really for cold and flu. Cleavers is really more for blood purification, menstrual and PMS and
Mhm.
some other things of
You
that.
do you try astragalus for? Well, I think
I've
that's more
tried it
for
before.
immune support. Astragalus.
Yeah, I've tried. I've had it in
Mhm.
different teas. I haven't worked with that herb as much yet.
Yeah, I use it sometimes to boost the immune system. Okay. Next question. Very good question. Mr. J says I kind of tuned in a little bit late, and can you please tell me about the route that you use to help with addictions? That is a complicated question, but a good
Ooh, I
question.
got one.
And huh?
Oh, I said, yes, that's the crazy part about this. That's the question that I've been hearing a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been hearing that a lot lately, and I have a program, and then I know some babas that I prescribe to that have their own program on
Mm-hmm.
how to get rid of addiction. One thing I'll say, one of the biggest things that have been shown to be a cure and to help with addiction in North America is acupuncture.
Mm-hmm.
There's an acupuncture detox protocol for addiction called the NADA program that Dr. Matulu Shakur instituted back in the 80s, and it set the
Mm-hmm.
precedent for getting rid of addiction via acupuncture. Then we have, since we're talking about sacred plant medicines, there's a herb, a sacred plant medicine that grows in Africa, in Gabon, called Iboga, Iboga, with the active ingredient called ibogaine. That is known to be the drug to cure drug addiction. It's been known to be the only plant medicine known to, well, not the only plant medicine. There's a few others, but it's known to cure drug addiction completely. But also has been known to be used for rites of passage, going on
Mm-hmm.
spiritual journeys, and for several other things. But as far as curing addiction, that's another one of the number ones. Combo detox
Mm-hmm.
That's another method of curing drug addiction that has
Mhm.
been very successful. You know, detoxing the body so you don't really have to contend too much with withdrawals depending on the what we're detoxing from.
Mhm.
For people trying to detox from cigarettes, I have these smoke blends that you can just smoke with or without cannabis,
Mhm.
and it just helps you to get the taste of cigarettes and actually detox your lungs with melanin and a few other, expectorants that you can smoke and will calm, that will start the work of healing the lungs, even
Mhm.
while you're getting ready to quit and put down smoking and make you have crave smoking less.
Mhm. Yes, and also with addictions, there's many different um things that can contribute to addictions and addictive behavior, and that also has to be addressed. So the acupuncture is excellent, and the herbal medicines that King Ade mentioned are great, and also doing some spiritual work to go to the root cause of the addiction. What is it that the person is trying to escape from? What is it that they're trying to numb or not feel? Those things have to be addressed too in order to conquer addiction. And there are some also herbal blends that you can take to help soothe the mind and calm the mind and the senses while you are detoxing from the substances or whatever the addiction is. It could be something else too. Um, like valerian root, St. John's wort, passion flower, ashwagandha, and kava kava, and chamomile, and some others that help keep you calm and relaxed, and to help you to feel better. They go Prince. And then there's lifestyle changes like focusing on affirmations or changing your surroundings, your scenery. You can't heal in the same environment that caused you to be sick, or you cannot be around people that feed the addiction or circumstances that feed the addiction. Or so, for example, if you have a gambling addiction and you live across the street from the casino, that's a big incentive to move and remove yourself from that situation until you're strong enough to face it and not be tempted by it. So you have to look at a whole lifestyle change when it comes to addictive behavior, diet changes, putting more exercise or more healthy movement in your life, what you are feeding your mind. Also, you don't want to feed your mind stuff that is toxic or negative, or that supports the addiction. So it's a whole lifestyle change that goes with that.
Oh, sure.
Oh shit. Any more questions? If not, we're gonna wrap this up. Now I know, King, you said that you get a lot of questions about this topic. You want to share um some other ways that people
Can
can
cure
treat
addiction.
addiction, like in a healthy, holistic manner, because a lot of people don't know that there's alternative ways to treat addictions.
There is. So you got fasting. Fasting usually helps me with if I'm just trying to go cold turkey from something that is that I'm having a hard time putting down, like the caffeine, even if it's marijuana, even anything. I'll just fast from everything, from food, and just allow that to help me reset and pray and set the intention to not do what's the addictive behavior anymore, and Do that for about a week. Flush out the system with water, lots of water. Um, Come back eating healthy, getting your body right, and just allow your body to reset. And you'll find that after a while, after you're by the time you're done with the fast, by the time you want gone 7 days fasting, your body doesn't even want the thing that it might have been craving so much anymore.
I agree. I agree. Fasting is an excellent purifier for mind, body, and spirit. Good answer. All right. Bless. Let me see. Peace and love. We got a new person in the chat room, Silent Night. It says anything for acid reflux. Good question. One of the things when it comes to acid reflux, the stomach has water in it as well as acid, and you want if when you have acid reflux, you want to balance out and increase the amount of water that's in your system to kind of help balance the acid levels. Also, I would recommend looking at your diet and seeing if you're eating too much acidic foods and not enough alkaline food. Also, you may be eating foods that are whoever has an acid reflux, they may be eating foods that is not good for their system. It's not digesting well, and so it's coming back up as acid. Um, you got any other suggestions, Keontae?
Absolutely. So a good mixture that I found is, for one, papaya seeds are great for acid reflux.
Papaya
But
seeds.
as far as the herbs, you could do a catnip, fennel, marshmallow root, and papaya tea. That is
Mhm.
also great for acid reflux.
The papaya tea, is that from the leaf or the seeds?
You could grind up the seeds, or
Mhm.
you could actually put actual papaya in there. Whether you want to juice the papaya in there or just cut up little pieces of papaya and let it steep with it as a tea. But pretty much just papaya tea.
Yeah, papaya. Also, the fruit of the papaya is really good for digestion too,
Yes.
and it has
And
an enzyme
watermelon is
in it
great for
that's,
digestion.
huh?
And watermelon is great for digestion as well.
Yes, it's great. Yes, and so I know papaya has an enzyme that's good for digestion and soothing the digestive system. So you may want to, Silent Night, you may want to include more papaya in your diet, either eating the fruit, um, or using the seeds as medicine and the leaf. You can find papaya leaf tea. You can also gather your own papaya, save the seeds, and grind them up, or find the powder. Um, yes. Next question. Okay, we'll answer Silent Night first. They said, is it curable or are symptoms just being controlled? I think acid reflux can be cured. I had a family member once upon a time, actually, one of my children had a form of acid reflux, but it was something related to being well, it was something else related to it, and we treated it. It took a few months, but the problem did get corrected. But the main thing is, I would recommend that you eat foods that are easy to digest. Stay away from a lot of processed foods. Stay away from highly acidic foods, and eat more alkaline food. Drink more water. Make sure several times a day you have water to drink, and foods that aid your digestion, like he said, the fennel, which is a herb, and papaya in its different forms. And it may take a few days to a few weeks to address the issue, and also see if the reflux is a result of something in your diet that is causing it. It could be something that you're eating that is causing too much acid in the system and is coming back up in your digestive system. It could be the family member that in my family that had acid reflux. Their sphincter muscles in the stomach were weak, and it took a while to correct the issue. So that was the cause of his acid reflux. But everybody is different, and so I would look at changing the diet some. Also, it could be stress related. Too much stress could be causing the acid to build up in your system as well. So you want to eliminate and manage stress if that's a factor. All right. Next question from beloved Hadia. What are some good plants for constipation and digestion? Great question. I get asked that a lot. First of all, increasing plant-based foods in your diet will eliminate constipation and help with digestion because the plant-based food is fiber rich, and that will eliminate the constipation. You need fiber in your diet to get things moving and to keep your digestive system working well. Drinking more water, absolutely. Plants that are good for constipation. I know the king mentioned watermelon juice a little bit earlier. That's something that is very alkaline, very good for your digestive system. So include more melon in your diet. Um, Herbs like senna and Caspera sagrada, also aloe vera, can be taken internally. That helps with constipation and it soothes the digestive system as well. Ken, you want to answer some questions about constipation?
Constipation, digestion. I would
Yeah.
say eating more easily digestible foods. Eating more fruits and veggies actually pass through your system and cleanse your system as they're passing through. And then I would say sea moss is one of the best herbs for digestion and
Hmm.
so I would
Keeping
say
it regular.
absolutely it definitely keeps you regular and it's not like it's runny but it just makes you have to go. It lines your system so food that's going through it just flows right out of you. So
Okay.
the best thing I know for keeping regular. There's things like also bitter kola nut and other herbs.
Oh yeah.
And like there's some herbs that could flush you. I mean, I could give you guys a list of diuretics and a list of things that will make you go. But you know, at the end of the day, you just want to be regular. You don't always want to be taking detoxification herbs like the yellow dock, the burdock, the
Hmm.
sarsaparilla, and
Hmm.
the cascara sagrada and things that will actually make you go like because then you're detoxing at that point, that's your of course if you got constipation you might need the detox. That might be
Hmm.
pretty good and then you could tap in with some of those herbs and make yourself a strong detox tea. But other than that, you just need sea moss to keep you regular and eat some more fruits and veggies and things that'll pass easily through your system.
Okay. Good answer. All right, Mr. J, next question. How about the toenails, hard, brittle toenails? Is there anything that has the ability to bring them back? I do know about fungal toenails. I'm not sure about hard, brittle toenails. King, you want to answer that?
Um, I'm not going to pretend I know a lot, but I would say one thing is foot soaks help. I had a
Mm,
little to deal with athlete's foot once, and foot soaks, Epsom salt, baking soda, and
mm,
you could put some other herbs and things in it, and just start soaking your feet, and maybe just clipping it if it gets soft enough. When it gets soft, clipping it using that little kind of like toe scrubber stuff. Just the foot scrub. I forgot what that little stone is that they be using. It's called.
pumice stone.
Yeah, the pumice stone. Yeah. So
Mm,
I would just I think foot soaks and
mhm,
some herbal remedies. I mean, if I looked into it, I could probably find out more for you. But off the top of my head, I would say foot soaks is the
mhm.
best way to go.
Yeah. And for hard, brittle nails, it's that sound like, just like if your fingernails are hard and brittle, that's a sign of vitamin and mineral deficiency. Um, I would recommend trying the aloe vera gel, especially the anointed body cleanser and healer, that brand of aloe vera, because it's a special form of aloe vera that you can take internally, and it cleanses all the organs in the body, and it's really miraculous. And I know it's full of minerals, and so that may be beneficial and help to have healthy nails. And thank you, Silent Night, for asking the questions. Any more questions about health this evening? Yes, no, maybe.
All right, that was a great show. It's always a pleasure having you guys on, answering questions. We love,
Yes.
we appreciate you. Keep tuning
Mm-hmm.
in. Make sure to catch us on Monday night at 7 p.m. on the Healing
Mm-hmm.
Cipher, pluggedinradio.com. Keep coming back with
Yes.
questions. If you got friends all throughout the week, so I know this must happen to some of you guys. You guys got friends that come to you like, man, I don't want to have to. I get headaches. They try to make me go to the doctor for this and that, and all these other crazy questions and all these other crazy scenarios that people be dealing with this normal medical system and pharmaceutical system. Just tell
Mhm.
them, hey, tune into the Healing Cipher on Mondays. Tune into the Ask the Healer Hour on Wednesdays, and you could get start getting some kind of real answers for some of these problems that doesn't require you having to go into the hospitals and deal with all kinds of things. So
Ashe. It's a
just
good answer. Yes. And please support small businesses like our businesses, Astro Healing Arts and King Ade's business, Ogun Fitness. Also, Plugged In Radio is a small business as well. It's local here in the DMV. So support your small local businesses. And every week we work together to bring you all some great and powerful content to answer your questions and relevant content to things that are going on now, that news that you can use to keep you healthy. Wait a minute. Question again, Mr. J. Yes, that's what I mean. Once the fungus gets in the nail, most doctors as if it's a done deal, nothing topical. No, that is not correct, because fungal nail, I do know about that. Fungal nail, a person who has a lot of fungus in their nails, you have too much sugar in your body. That's one thing. Oh, there's an imbalance in how your body is assimilating and using the sugar. So I would recommend to eliminate added sugar in your diet. If you are craving sweets, then you should try to just eat more fruit, which has a natural sugars in them, which are not harmful to your endocrine system, especially the pancreas. I would avoid all sugars, especially white sugar. Wow, and you also need to detox your system, um, cleanse the sugar out the bloodstream, and the fungus part. So first, start with eliminating too much sugar in your diet, um, eating foods that uh, I would eliminate foods that are really sugary and processed, and then you would take some herbs that help um, with eliminating the sugar in the bloodstream, detoxing the liver and your system. And then next, you can soak your feet in warm water with a couple of drops of tea tree oil, essential oil, maybe some lavender essential oil, maybe a couple of drops of each, maybe 2 drops of the tea tree oil, 2 drops of lavender. Those two will fight and the fungus, which is an organism. And then, like I said, eliminating the sugar in the diet and eating more healthy, nourishing foods and detoxing. And it'll take a while, a few weeks to a few months, but you will start to see the results once you start eliminating the sugar, detoxing. Do the foot soaks, maybe I would say twice a week, or maybe more, maybe 3 times a week, but just soak the feet in warm water with 2 drops each tea tree oil and lavender essential oil. And make sure it's essential oil and not perfume oil. And just soak that um, maybe 3 times a week. And that will help kill the fungus topically as well. King Ade, you have any suggestions?
No, your suggestions were amazing. I would recommend going with that
Okay.
and seeing how it works.
Oh, okay. Someone, beloved Hadia said getting pedicures regularly help toenail fungus. I wasn't aware of that, but thank you, beloved, for sharing that information. That's good to know. I wasn't aware of that too. But yeah, that's how we can eliminate the toenail fungus. All right, Silent Night has a question. Do you believe that a weak lower esophageal sphincter can ever get back to normal? Um, well, with the family member that I had that previously had the form of acid reflux, it strengthened for them over time. It took a few months, and they had to see a gastroenterologist specialist, but the condition got better and over time. And yes, I think it can get back to normal. First, we have to discover what caused it to be weak in the first place. And then once we determine that, then we can figure out how to strengthen it. You may need to go on a diet that is maybe a liquid diet for a while, perhaps with drinking green juices, um, smoothies, a diet similar to that, because you can feast on juices, and different types of plants you can juice, fruits and vegetables. You can also juice things like turmeric and ginger with your drinks, and see if that will help you to give your digestive system a break for a while, so it's not digesting heavy food, so that it can heal. Okay, you say yours could be Candida overgrowth. Um, Now that's interesting. Candida is also caused by a fungus, and that can cause a lot of problems in our bodies that is often over misdiagnosed as other issues. And Candida can manifest as athlete's foot, as also digestive upset. You got some people who have excessive gas, excessive indigestion, heartburn. That can be caused by too much Candida in the system. Also, um, that stuff that grows on people's scalp sometimes is called what is it called? It's called by a fungus, Sabaria. Sabaria is caused by a fungus. All of that is related, and sugar once again is one of the culprits of that condition, because I had Candida overgrowth some years ago, and when I took a Candida cleanse, and one of the things that the cleanse recommended was not consuming sugar. And I was like, well, I don't eat sugar. I don't eat white sugar, but I was eating, the other forms of sugar, natural sugars, and probably was a little too much. And so when I eliminated that and cut back on it and just used more natural sweeteners or more fruit, the condition went away. But you would need a Candida cleanse, and maybe you should contact King Ade or I to determine if you do in fact have Candida overgrowth. And if you do, one of the biggest culprits to Candida overgrowth is sugar, too much sugar, because sugar allows yeast to thrive, and then the Candida likes the sugar, so it's like it's a continuous cycle. And so you need to eliminate the artificial sugar in your body, cut back on foods that are starchy, especially empty starches that also convert to sugar in your system, and it will keep the cycle going. So you have to eliminate that. Eat more green foods, particularly things that have a lot of chlorophyll and plant nutrients and plant proteins. That will help you to feel more satisfied so you won't crave the sugar. And you do a good Candida cleanse. There's several on the market that you can try. And you can also, I'm sure King Ade can recommend some herbs that will detox the liver and the digestive system and help flush the Candida out of the system. And then just drink more water, of course, eat more healthy, nutritious foods, and substitute the craving for sugar by eating more fruits. There's some herbs that have a natural sweetness to it, like monk fruit sweetener. There's another plant called stevia. The leaves actually taste sweet if you ever tasted raw stevia, and that can be used to sweeten foods. And it takes a while to get this out of your system, but it can work. And that could be the culprit. That could very well be what's causing the esophageal sphincter to be weak. It could be Candida. King, did you want to address that?
No, I feel you addressed that great.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you addressed that great. Of course, I know some herbs to detox the liver and digestive system. Duck plant could be very effective for that.
Mm-hmm.
Also a combo cleanse. But yeah, you addressed that perfectly.
Mm-hmm. All right, good. Any more questions? And Silent Night, if you want to contact us for consultations, at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the banner running across. You'll see my website, astralhealingarts.com. You see King's information on Instagram at ogun.fitness. And you can contact us. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight and asking the questions, because there may be some other people out there who have similar medical complaints and they need answers too. And so no question is a useless question, because there's so many other people that may have the same condition and they think that there's no cure and it's hopeless. You're outside the US, you can still contact us on our website and on Instagram, and we'll, if you want to order something, we could probably still ship it to you international, so that's not a problem. Or just the consultation can be done online, and perhaps you could find what you need, the herbs you need in the area that you're in. But thank you for asking. And I was going to say hopefully blessings to you on your healing journey.
Ashe.
Any other questions tonight before we close? And we'll see you again next week. If you'd like to make donations, our Cash App is on the banner at $ Astral Healing Arts and $ Face the World. Much love to you too, Silent Night. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you all for contacting us and for joining us. And remember to stay tuned Monday nights at pluggedinradio.com, and you can watch the Healing Cipher, and you can join us on Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on my YouTube channel for Ask the Herbalist Hour.
Ashe.
All right, peace and love, everyone. Peace and love. Blessings.